Hello everybody, Z3KO Trinity here. Today is horror vlog number 8. And the first thing I want to ask you guys, do you have a fear of dolls? Do you have a fear of these wicked looking creatures right here? This is totally not mine. This is my mom. Leave me alone. But yes, do you guys have a fear of dolls? This one's name's Wendy. Mr. Isaac. Oh, Mr. Graham. Hey, Tara. No, I don't have a fear of dolls. He's like, fuck dolls. First off, I want to... No, I'm just kidding. I want to... Before I get into the horror vlog, I want to... What the fuck was that? My cat went all crazy and shit. I want to say I dedicate this video to the love of my life, Tara. I love her more than anything in this world. And I know that you're watching, and I love you. Say hello to Slappy. Yes, I don't know if he counts as a doll, but I don't have dolls, so I just kind of grabbed whatevs. But, yeah. Dolls. Do you guys have a fear of dolls? When I was younger, used to watch all kinds of doll movies. They had dolls, they had Child's Play. I mean, they had a couple of movies that had dolls come to life. And that always was a big fear of mine. Dolls are Lucifer's sex toys from hell. Okay. But we also got Mr. Elman. Well, we also have movies coming out with more dolls in them, like Annabelle. They just released a new Child's Play or Cult of Chucky movie. So dolls are kind of getting back into the mix. So with that said, would you guys, if you entered a house and it was surrounded by dolls, like clown dolls, little girl dolls, whatever, the full doll set, would you be able to stay in that room full of dolls? The Boy. Yes, The Boy is also a doll movie. I, for one, if I had to see this creepy ass bitch, because her eyes like open and close and all that bullshit, I'd be like, I the fuck no. But yes, dolls. What are your guys' opinions on dolls? The only doll that I like and does not freak me out is Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. You got baby dolls in your room. Yeah, it's not mine. The Boy, hey. Okay, I didn't miss too much. But, yeah, does dolls freak you out any? They don't really, not anymore. But when I was a kid, I was kind of terrified of dolls. So it was just weird. Right now, it doesn't bother me. But when I was a kid, we used to have these people that come over to the house, and I used to have 3 more ventriloquists than Slappy. I used to have the whole set, and I used to have a Chucky doll too. And these people used to come up to my house. They don't anymore, but they used to come up pretty frequent when I was a kid, and they would always take them and hide them places and say that they moved on their own, and that freaked me out so bad that I told my dad I wanted all of them to be gone. So he sold them all, except for Slappy. Thank God he didn't sell him, because I love Slappy to death, and just, I wish I would not have gotten rid of him. But it's how it happens. Fear. I let fear get the best of me when I was a kid, and that's what happens. I ended up losing out on some really cool ventriloquist dummies. But, yeah. We're going to get a little bit more into dolls here lately. A little bit more into... No, I'm just kidding. My next question to you guys. This is a very serious question. Okay? Why do bitches be tripping? Like, for real. You can watch just about any and every horror movie, and there's always one scene where a woman's running and like trips on her own feet, falls, crawls for a little bit, and either gets back up and hauls ass and escapes, or the killer eventually catches up to him and kills him. But it's funny. It's like this invisible ghost follows these people around and just kind of like just like pushes them, you know? My parents made me get rid of my Charlie McCarthy ventriloquist. I had that one. That was one that I had. He's the one that I believe had that eyepiece. I think it was the one that had the eyepiece. Yeah. I had him. I had the redhead doll. And I had one other ventriloquist. But yeah, I got rid of them all. The only one I kept was Slappy. But yeah, why do they trip in these movies, dog? My dad's sister, my aunt, a doll collector. My grandma's a doll collector. Not cool. But yeah, like, I think it's kind of funny. Is it supposed to be like a traditional horror movie like thing where people just kind of trip up like when they run? It's like they're running and this invisible ghost like trips them and they're always like, ugh! I just think it's weird. Like, do you guys think it's weird in horror movies that everyone trips? Like, for real. It's a pretty old cliche. It worked. It worked in the first lot of slasher movies in the 70s, 80s, but now it's just ridiculous. It seems like it's almost in every movie, though. Like, really. Like, every movie I've watched, someone trips. And it's funny. But anyway, continuing on today's session, I am going to give you guys the good. Just like Michael Jackson Thriller. Out of nowhere. For today's good, I give you guys the original Child's Play. 1988. The original Chucky. Now, obviously, I wasn't born in 1988, but I was. This was the very first horror movie I've ever watched in my life. I was about 3 years old when my grandma watched this on TV. And the reason why I can remember it so vividly is because it scared the poop out of my pants. I absolutely was terrified of Chucky. But I absolutely loved this movie. Beginning of the song when he turned into the wolf. Oh yeah, he tripped. She did trip. Did you say you preferred Child's Play 2? Yes, I do actually. Child's Play 2, I think, was the better of them all. But this is what started it all, and just it was such a well done movie. Takes place with Charles Lee Ray. He's a known murderer. The cops been after him for a while, and he ends up getting into a gunfight. They finally discover his location. He's near a toy store, and his friend ditches him. And he's like, I will get you, Eddie. I will get you. And they get into a gunfight, him and the cop, which I believe the cop was played by Chris Sarandon, or however you pronounce that name. Yeah, Chris Sarandon is the cop. He goes after him. Didn't like the Chucky movies. I Don't Like You. The original was the best. Yes, I agree. I have not seen Child's Play 2 and 3, but but I'm definitely going to this October. Please do. For the love of God, please do. Child's Play 1 has always been a special movie in my heart. It's not only is it just a horror movie, a slasher movie, but the main character is a little boy, a 6-year-old boy, Andy, or a 9-year-old or something like that. 6-year-old. Him and his mom are all they have. Beginning, he gets his mom some breakfast for bed. He burns the toast, puts a huge chunk of butter on him, has that bowl of cereal that he's spilling as he's walking down trying to get the plate to her in bed. I mean, you could just tell the love that that family had for each other, and vice versa when it comes to Andy's birthday. All he wanted was a good guy doll. From the favorite show that he's always loved, and they started making these good guy dolls. They come in like packages as big as this, maybe even bigger, in a yellow package. And he was like, "Mom, I need one," but they don't make that much money. So she's all upset. Well, she finds this homeless guy who just so happens to have a good guy doll, which is the one that Charles Lee Ray had put his soul into. And one thing leads to another. Chucky is talking to Andy, tells him his real name, and we all know the story from there. But at the very end, like, Andy defeats Chucky. Him and his mom went through hell. So more for his mom, because she actually ended up in a mental institute, and she was never seen from again in the rest of the movies. But poor Andy, with the next 2 movies, was plagued by Chucky. You got Child's Play 2, where Andy is going from home to home, trying to find a good place to take him in, and Chucky is following him because, and I want to stretch this out, Charles Lee Ray, in order for him to leave the Chucky doll body, because he did voodoo magic and put himself in there, put his soul in there. In order for him to leave that doll, he would have to put his soul into the first person he had revealed his true identity to, which just so happens to be Andy. Andy was a terrible actor in the first. He was 6 years old. That's probably why he was a bad actor. Andy's performance is so underrated. Yeah, it is. Andy did a great job in this. Now, the new movie, they got the same actor, and I do think that his acting skills have kind of went down the drain. But with that said, I loved his acting in this one and the second movie. Third movie, he gets enlisted in the military. No, it's not the same actor. And same thing with Bride of Chucky. It's not the same actor. Same character, same Andy, but it's not the same actor. But yeah, the story progresses, and y'all already know this. But yeah, this is the start of it all. I love the classic 80s feel to this. It's a simple story. It is a gripping story. And I love, love, love at the end when Chucky's all burnt up and they're getting ready to set him on fire. And he's like, "Andy, Andy, I thought we were friends till the end." And, they set him on fire. And just the 6-year-old boy, very end scene, leaves the door, his mom's shutting the door, he's got his eyes constantly on that doll. Like, it is terrifying, but at the same time, he overcame that horror, and that is so inspirational. I could go on for years about that movie, because that's my favorite horror movie of all times. But, yeah, Child's Play 2 is better than the first one, I think. But still, the first one is my favorite. But, and this is a huge badooski, we're going to get to the bad. And the bad has to go to the new Chucky movie called Cult of Chucky. If you have not seen this movie yet, don't worry. This is a spoiler-free moment. Me and my friend LD God, we've already last night recorded a full spoiler version of a review for this movie. For some reason, it did not upload last night, so it's going to seem weird when I say in the video that if you want the spoiler-free, we're going to be in the horror vlog tomorrow. But it didn't upload for some reason last night, so yeah. So, this is a spoiler-free zone, but yes, I do put that movie in as the bad. We'll see what you guys have been saying. I thought he did a good job considering his age, but I respect your opinion. Yeah, I respect everybody's opinion. If you didn't like the way he acted, it's, you know, it's all good. And if you absolutely hated the first Child's Play movies, that's fine too. Like, seriously, every one of us is different. Everyone who's going to click this video is going to have a different opinion. And I might even get a lot of thumbs downs for my opinions, but that's whatever you decide, you know? I do this to get everyone involved. Whether it's live right now, whether it's, you know, you're just now coming back and rewatching it. Bride of Chucky is my favorite. I love Tiffany. Tiffany is awesome. She is an awesome character. That's the only movie that I really love her character in. Seed of Chucky should never have been made. That's just my opinion. And then I believe she returned in both Curse and Cult of Chucky. Well, I know she returned in Cult of Chucky. I've watched it. I love the movies no matter what. They may be bad, but I still love them. They're great movies. The only ones that I personally really didn't like is Seed of Chucky. I really couldn't stand Seed of Chucky. And Curse of Chucky, that brought it back for me. Like, when I watched Curse of Chucky, it just brought everything that I loved back. And I love how they went back to the beginning and kind of added that little extra detail. Like, ooh, this is the family before he put his soul in the doll in the first place. But let's get back on track with the Cult of Chucky. The reason why I feel this is such a bad movie is the simple fact that Chucky, or Charles Lee Ray, has found a way on voodoo.com, hashtag voodoo awesome magic, has found a way to split his soul and be able to exist in multiple objects. And he says, and I quote, anything with 2 legs and arms that I can kill with, I can take the, I can basically live in it. And in the movie, I just muted this. Oh, don't worry, it's a spoiler-free. Spoiler-free. I'm not going to spoil nothing. What I'm saying, you already see in the commercial. Like, seriously. But he was able to split. This is the only thing that's kind of tidbit spoil, just because I have to tell you why I don't like it. For that simple reason. Remember in Child's Play 1, when he split his soul and put his soul into the Chucky doll, he had to pay a price. He had to get his soul out of the Chucky doll, or the doll itself will become alive and he can actually die, because he wanted immortality. So he paid a price, and through the other movies you could tell that he had paid a price for this. Well, in this movie, it seemed with him saying I could take the form of anything, and he ends up, you know, being more than one doll. Like it said in the commercial, there are 2 of them. So I just find that ridiculous. Like, when you do voodoo magic, now I'm just saying, you know, I don't know if it's real or not myself, but in the first movie, they make it clear that if you use this kind of black magic, there is risks and consequences. But all that is flushed down the drain with this movie. He can pretty much do whatever he wants. He found a way to different it because of voodoo.com. So yeah, that's one reason why I really didn't like it. Second reason, the deaths in it seemed very over, like, used, or what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's just unrealistic. That's the word. That's one of the words. I know how to get rid of that Chucky doll. Use a grenade on him, then boom! It's true. Unless he throws it back at you, then you're kind of screwed. But yeah, the deaths in the movie were over-exaggerated, and the story gets confusing. I want to warn you, when you're watching this movie, it gets so confusing. But all in all, I just thought it was such a bad movie. I was really disappointed. I was expecting it to be very good. But, and this is the only thing I am going to say, so don't immediately get mad at me. After the credits, you must watch. That's all I'm going to say. At the end of the credits, must watch. For those of you who want a more detailed story into Cult of Chucky and don't mind spoilers, I will upload the video that I did last night, which is full of spoilers, and it's a full review. So if you're interested, I'm going to upload that video right after this video is done. But yeah, that was the good, Child's Play 1, and then the bad was Child's Play 2. So what could the why the hell be? And it is very simple. So it is out. Yes, it is out. It came out yesterday. I don't own it. I just was able to watch it. Is it buy-worthy? I would say no. But if you're a fan of Child's Play movies and you just want to have them all, my advice to you guys, there is a collection, of a Blu-ray collection of the Chucky movies. It's a 7-movie set. And the front cover of the movie is the box, like the Good Guy doll box, and it has Chucky in the middle. It's a very nice box set. If you're planning on getting the Child's Play movies, I would assume you guys to get that. That's what I'm actually going to buy whenever I can get the money for it. But yeah, the why has to go to Seed of Chucky. Why was that movie even made? Like, for real, guys. I will try and get it tonight. I had to sell mine to pay rent one month. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry about that. I understand. Bills suck ass. Right now, I'm kind of drained really bad myself because of bills. So, I understand what you mean. But, yeah, whenever I get the money, I'm definitely buying that Blu-ray collector set. I want that so bad. They'll probably release another movie and totally ruin it. Actually, the next movie, if they do it right, I hope to God if they do it right, it's going to be the best Chucky movie ever. And I'm not going to say anything more. But watch Cult of Chucky, get to that ending after the credits, you'll know exactly what I mean. Just trust me. The Cult of Chucky was bad. But the ending gave you this hope that the next Chucky movie is going to be probably the best Chucky movie ever. At least that's what hype, that's the amount as hype as I have. I'm hoping it is. It probably let me down, but oh well. But Seed of Chucky, I did not like it. I did not like the concept of having the 2 children. I did not like the children's personalities. It felt so trashy to me. Like, I love Child's Play. I love Child's Play 1. Love Child's Play 2. Bride of Chucky, I liked it, but at the same time, I could feel it going down that roller coaster. Like, you know, you sitting there and you're like all excited, going up, 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 and then finally once it hits that down part, it's like a little whoop, and it's a little disappointing. Seed of Chucky is probably my least favorite movie of all time, simply because of the concept of the kids. The kills were so over-exaggerated, and it was just a bad movie. in my opinion. If you guys liked it, by all means like it. I'm not telling you guys that you should feel bad because you like the movie. And I don't want you guys to hate me because I didn't like this movie. But that's my honest opinion about it. Seed of Chucky, I just question myself, why did they even make it? And that's why it made my why list. You got me more excited now. I only like 1 through 3 and Curse of Chucky. I agree, 1 through 3 and Curse of Chucky is probably the top ones. When are you going to make a new gaming video? Gaming videos I do pretty rarely. Mostly because I just can't come up with very much concepts of it. But I am going to try and do more Rainbow Six shenanigans, because I've actually here lately, I do have a couple videos saved of me just goofing off. Like whenever I goof off on the game, I end up sucking. So most of the time I actually try and play like seriously. But I don't know, if you guys want to see more game videos, let me know. Like, I'll be glad to. I've got a couple of scary games that I could do walkthroughs. Maybe not full game walkthroughs like I did with Outlast, but just kind of like a first time play. You know what I mean? Like, start a game from the beginning, play for like an hour, and that's it. Just leave it be. So what are your guys' opinions on that? Did you know Cult of Chucky is going to be on Netflix? I'm sure it will be. Since it was a direct-to DVD, I'm sure that Netflix is going to pick it up really, really soon. I'm not a big Chucky fan, hate Chucky, and he probably could kill you. No, I'm just kidding. They were funny, man. Child's Play is a comical slash... Actually, it's just a comical, but... Well, moving on. Oh yeah. I got one last question for you guys. Do you guys know who the Wishmaster is? He was a lot of people talk about like Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees. Sometimes people bring up Leprechaun, but not many people talk about the Wishmaster movies. Have you all seen those movies, the Wishmaster? If you have and you know who the Wishmaster is, then you'll understand this question. Oh my god, Wishmaster is an amazing series. It is. It really is. I think it's underrated. Not a lot of people talk about Wishmaster. I want to get them all. I've seen them all countless times, but I don't own them. I want them, though. Only 1 and 2 are good, though. Figures. But, if you could get 3 wishes from the Wishmaster, would you be brave enough? And do you think you can, like, come up with the exact words to use to do your wishes? Or do you think it would be too risky to do that? I'm ashamed to say I haven't. I saw them, the last time I saw the Wishmaster, I was probably about 16. So it's been quite a while. But they are good. If you don't know who the Wishmaster is, basically it's this. Like, I wish for a brand new car. Boom, you got a brand new car. But the police are coming at your door to arrest you because that car was stolen. Or it doesn't have an engine. Or it has a bomb in it, and the minute you start it, it'll blow up. Basically. Can you wish for more wishes? You could, but from the Wishmaster, I don't think you'll want to do that. Wishmaster, in one scene, he was in the, I think it was the doctor's place. And this doctor walks in, and he was doing something to a body. I can't quite remember. But he turns around and looks at the doctor. And the Wishmaster, he's all, like, ugly looking. And the doctor's all scared at first, and he's like, let me guess, this is something that you wish you wouldn't have seen. And the doctor will go, yes. And he goes, wish granted. And then the doctor's eyes get completely, like, sewn shut, and he can never see again. So yeah, Wishmaster is definitely one that you would not want to make a wish. But do you guys think that you can word out your wishes correctly to where you think you would be safe. Me personally, I don't think I could. And I don't even think I want to risk it. I'd be like, you just go on. I'm content, although I would settle for an endless supply of movie tickets. The opening scene of the first movie is the best scene, and the human version of the Wishmaster is a great actor. Yes, he is. He is a good actor. And I kind of wish that they would make another Wishmaster movie. I really do. Because they're one, like I said, they're underrated. Not a lot of people talk about Wishmaster anymore, and I hate that it died. You know? I hate that the movie franchise had died, just like the movie franchise called The Dentist. I know it was very short-lived, and rightfully so, but The Dentist was a terrifying movie, and it was a freaking excellent villain. Like, I don't ever want to go to a dentist after watching that movie. But still, I kind of wish that they would make another one. But yeah, I don't think that I can make a wish from the Wishmaster. Did you guys have fun? Did you guys enjoy the video? I'm trying to think if there was any last minute questions. Of course there is one last question. Duh! Well, let me just show you guys the, these are the ones I got. Curse of Chucky is excellent. I'm so glad they made Curse of Chucky. So glad. Cult of Chucky was disappointing, but Curse of Chucky was great. I have to get my wisdom teeth pulled. Well, don't watch the movie The Dentist before you do that. Oh, and I hope you have a better time with that, because when I had all four of mine taken out at the same time, and the bottom two were grown in sideways, so they had to actually put stitches in them. It was hell for 2 straight weeks. But some people get it lucky. Some people are perfectly fine the next day. Alright guys, it's time for verses. We're going to put up Chucky versus Annabelle. 2 possessed dolls. And yes, Chucky is a possessed doll. Actually, there's a difference. Annabelle is a ghost possessing a doll. Chucky is an actual living, breathing human possessing the doll. Which, of course, at this point, that's questionable because he actually died in the first movie. And the body of the doll was remade. Somehow. He was still alive. But Chucky versus Annabelle. If you got these two in a corner, who do you think would win? Now remember, you know, Annabelle's not alive, so Chucky could stab the doll all he wants. But the doll has this paranormal background. You know, she has all these paranormal abilities she can use. How can Chucky kill a ghost? Exactly. How can he? But Chucky has a way of killing just about anybody, really. Chucky is very good at doing that. So, what do you guys think? Mega Movie Maniac suggests Chucky. From popularity, I'd say Chucky probably would get it. But, let me think. You guys think that the entity from Annabelle could actually pull the spirit of Charles Lee Ray out of the Chucky doll itself? That's an interesting thought. Or what if the spirit can possess the doll and the 2 souls duke it out? It's also another concept. El Manuel says Chucky, even though he doesn't like Chucky. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you guys. I personally like Chucky the best, so I'm going to say Chucky. But in all reality, I would say Annabelle probably would win, just for the simple fact of you can't kill a ghost. Well, Chucky will probably grab some holy water and throw it on her. So, but anyway, thank you guys for joining. It's now time to select a Horror Classics vinyl figure. Actually, I'm going to select one from the bottom of the box. My mom's laughing about something in there. So we're almost done with the full thing now. We got down to 11 left. What will we get? If you guys have been keeping track, we have a ghost from Ghostbusters, 3 freaking sharks, 2 wolfmen, 2 Elviras, and only 1 Jack Torrance from The Shining, which I opened on my brother's video game vlog. And if you're still here watching and asking me about video games, my brother has started a thing every Saturday after ADP. He's going to be doing a video game vlog. Sometimes it'll be Saturday, sometimes it'll be some different day. I'll be in most of them, but some of them he'll probably just be by himself. So make sure you catch his video game vlogs if you like video games. What will we get next? This is the lineup. Which one do you guys want to see me open real quick? Like, if I could pull any of these right now, which one do you guys want me to get? I'll just leave that there. It is amazing. Amazing. I've been through the new Shining maze. Huh. Alright. Let's do this. What will we get? Feels like a wolf. Feels like the Wolfman, honestly. I bet it's the freaking Wolfman. I'll be so pissed. It is so much like the movie right down to the end. That's cool. And what do you know? Look, guys, it's the Wolfman. So we pulled 3 Wolfmen. That's awesome. Yeah, each doubles that I get, I'm giving one to my brother, one to my good friend Bobby. But when I save up the money, I am going to purchase another one of these. And I'm going to do a full video of an opening of the entire box of whatever duplicate I get from there. Whether it be another Wolfman, another Jaws, whatever. And I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Just for you guys. Nope, I don't get paid on YouTube. So I can't use that excuse of, oh, well, he gets extra money. So, yeah, I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart because I love you guys so much. And I appreciate you guys, everything that you do. And I thank you guys so much for joining the chat. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this session. We talked about dolls. We talked about creepy-ass dolls. We've talked about Chucky. We've talked about the Wishmaster. Why do bitches be tripping? Dude, you're close to 300 subs. Yes, I am now at 292. I'm actually 8 people away from 300. And that is freaking-credible. Like, you know, some people are like, oh, big whoop. PewDiePie hit 57 million. You know, I'm glad. I am thankful for you guys. I'm so thankful that if I just stay at 300 the rest of my life, then thank you guys so much for subscribing to me. It makes me feel like I'm worth something, really. So, anyway, thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I guess I'll give me a hug, slap in.